Banks pay you 0.5% on your savings. DeFi lending protocols pay 4 to 16% on stablecoins. Same money, completely different system. But is it safe? Is it worth it? And how do you actually start? I'm Rachel from ChainSense, and in the next 8 minutes, I'll walk you through everything you need to know about DeFi lending in 2026. The crypto lending landscape changed forever in 2022. Celsius froze $4.7 billion in customer funds. BlockFi went bankrupt. Voyager, same story. But here's what most people missed. While centralized lenders collapsed, DeFi protocols like Aave and Compound kept running. Every transaction is visible on-chain. No frozen funds, no surprises. That's when the shift from CeFi to DeFi became permanent. And in 2026, DeFi lending has matured into a multi-billion-dollar industry. Today, I'll cover how it works, the 3 platforms you need to know, realistic returns, the real risks, and exactly how to get started. Think of a DeFi lending protocol as a decentralized bank. But instead of having tellers and managers handle everything, smart contracts handle everything automatically. When you supply USDC to Aave, your tokens are added to a liquidity pool. You get tokens back, special tokens that represent your share and automatically accrue interest. No claiming needed, just hold them. Borrowers can take loans from these pools, but they must provide collateral worth 150 to 200% of what they borrow. This over-collateralization protects you as a lender. If a borrower's collateral drops too low, the protocol automatically liquidates their position. Your funds stay protected. Interest rates are algorithmic, calculated based on supply and demand. Low demand means low rates. High demand means rates spike. This happens every 12 seconds on Ethereum. The transparency is what makes this revolutionary. Every transaction, every interest payment, every liquidation, all on-chain for anyone to verify. Let's compare the 3 platforms that matter in 2026. Aave V3 is the market leader, with $6 to $8 billion locked. It's the most feature-rich protocol. eMode lets you borrow stablecoins at 97% loan-to-value, Portal enables cross-chain lending, and Flash loans let you borrow millions with zero collateral in a single transaction. Current USDC supply rate, 3.5 to 4.5% APY. Compound V3 is the simplicity champion, with 2 to 3 billion locked. They redesigned everything around one borrowable asset per market. USDC market means you can only borrow USDC, 50% lower gas fees than V2. Current USDC supply rate, 3 to 4% APY, perfect for beginners. Nexo is the CFI alternative, up to 16% APY on stablecoins for platinum tier users, $775 million in insurance. The Nexo card lets you spend crypto without selling. But, and this is important, it's centralized custody. They hold your keys, and it's not available in the US. My recommendation, beginners start with Compound for simplicity. Intermediate users graduate to Aave for features. EU users who want ease can consider Nexo, but understand the custody trade-off. Let's talk real numbers, not the fantasy version. 10,000 USDC in Aave at a 4% APY earns about 400 USDC per year. After 5 years of compounding, that's roughly $12,167. The same amount on Nexo at 16% APY earns $1,600 per year. After 5 years, about $21,000, but with centralized custody risk. Compare that to a bank at 0.5%, $10,253 after 5 years. DeFi lending won't make you rich overnight. It's a tool for earning yield on idle crypto. The real value is compounding over years, not months. Here's a practical scenario. Say you're holding 50,000 USDC and you split it across 2 protocols for safety. 30,000 in Aave at 4% and 20,000 in Compound at 3.5%. That's 1,200 plus 700. Roughly $1,900 per year in passive income. After 3 years of compounding, you're looking at about $55,800 total. Not life-changing, but it's real money working for you while you sleep. And here's what most people overlook. Rates fluctuate. During high-demand periods, like a bull market, Aave's supply rates can temporarily spike to 8% or even 12%. Experienced users monitor utilization rates and shift funds between protocols to capture these spikes. It's not set and forget. Active management can boost your returns by 30 to 50%. One more thing, gas fees matter. On the Ethereum mainnet, a single transaction costs $20 to $50. On Polygon, it's 1 cent. For deposits under $5,000, always use Polygon or Arbitrum. DeFi lending has real risks. Let me be honest about them. Smart contract risk. Even audited code can have bugs. Aave has 4 audits and a $250,000 bug bounty, but no code is 100% guaranteed. Liquidation risk. If you borrow and your collateral drops, you get liquidated with a 5 to 15% penalty. Let me give you a real example. You deposit $10,000 of ETH and borrow 6,000 USDC. ETH drops 40%. Your collateral is now worth 6,000. The protocol liquidates you, takes a 10% penalty, and you're left with about $4,350. That's a $5,650 loss because you borrowed too aggressively. The rule, never borrow more than 40% of your max capacity. Keep your health factor above 2.0 at all times. Oracle risk. Protocols rely on Chainlink price feeds. If an oracle reports wrong prices, it can trigger unwarranted liquidations. This happened in November 2023 when a brief oracle delay caused $2.6 million in unnecessary liquidations on a smaller protocol. Aave and Compound use multiple oracle sources to reduce this risk, but it's never zero. Regulatory risk. Governments are still figuring out DeFi. Rules could change access or tax treatment. CeFi counterparty risk. If you use Nexo, you're trusting a company. After Celsius, that's a real consideration. How to manage these risks? Diversify across protocols, start with stablecoins, never borrow aggressively, set health factor alerts, and only use battle-tested protocols. Ready to start? Here's the minimum viable setup. Step 1. Download MetaMask. Write down your seed phrase on paper, never digitally. Store it in 2 separate physical locations. Step 2. Add the Polygon network for low fees. In MetaMask, go to Settings, Networks, Add Network, and search for Polygon. It takes 30 seconds. Step 3. Buy $100 of USDC and $5 of Matic for gas. You can buy directly in MetaMask or transfer from an exchange like Coinbase or Binance. Step 4. Go to app.aave.com, connect your wallet, and select Polygon. Make sure the URL is correct. Bookmark it to avoid phishing sites. Step 5. Click Supply, choose USDC, and enter your amount. 2 transactions. Approve and supply. Total gas cost on Polygon, less than 1 cent. Done. You're earning interest. It accrues every 2 seconds on Polygon. Start with $100, learn the mechanics, scale up when you're comfortable. DeFi rewards patience, not FOMO. That's DeFi lending in 2026. If you found this helpful, subscribe to ChainSense for more honest crypto education. I've linked the complete written guide in the description. It covers everything we discussed today, plus advanced strategies, tax considerations, and detailed platform reviews. Drop a comment. Are you going to try DeFi lending? I read every single one. See you in the next video.